wise, gotta make your own decision.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Black 80.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
No spacing.
Me.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Too big for you.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I'm scared.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Get off the field. Let's get off the field. Whip. Watch the whip.
Alert.
Check.
Jack 16.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
Jack 16. 44.
They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. The big fella. The 20, 10, 5. And he takes it all the way down. And defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his 2nd season, James Conner. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Now the try here for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Third down, Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Vance McDonald, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point up and through. And that'll make the score 14-zip. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage. And
using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
20! It's a big play there for Baltimore. 42 yards. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he did?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Chris Thompson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up, whether it's on your grease.
That's caught inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Ben Roethlisberger. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. The extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time. 3rd down here.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got Snead. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. That's pulled in by the rookie from Notre Dame, Miles Boykin. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. But it'll be 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw again. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Jackson throwing once more. Caught by Snead over the middle. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Earl Thomas in on the stop. In a design QB run in that spot, maybe trying to catch the defense off guard a bit. It didn't work, though.
Again, we're seeing that college influence come into the NFL. Quarterback run game on 4th down. We didn't see that very much in the previous years in the NFL.
No, seeing it more. Saw it there. Did not work out. Turnover on downs. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. He's going to launch it for Washington. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
50. Hey, Charlie.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And got his man complete. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You can fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
Quarter. Hey, team 6.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. A well-executed safety blitz by Tony Jefferson leads to the sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Box drop.
Roethlisberger will throw. Going deep to the end zone for Juju. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Troy Apke. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back 1 pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Yeah, 50, 50. I'm here all day. Single slot.
This time, Jackson will throw it. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
Taking it about the 36. 51 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
First and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
A reminder about Sunday Night Football later tonight. It's a rematch from the divisional round last year. Colts and Chiefs from Arrowhead. Then tomorrow on Monday night, the Browns and 49ers from Levi's Stadium. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. On the move to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And that is incomplete. With the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. And Big Ben intercepted a third time. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. And some room to maneuver. 16 yards, a first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now this time he'll look to throw. Steps away. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. Tucker with the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Washington as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So we have, there you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. And the 3rd quarter starts with a run by Ingram. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Again, they'll run with Ingram. He's got a first down and more past the 30. Room here to run. A big effort that time out of Ingram. 64 yards. Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
2nd and 2 at the Steelers' 13-yard line.
Let's go! To the ending! To the mic! On the army!
Will Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Now, that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down and inside the 5-yard line.
You go tight. You got tight right there.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a first and 10 at their own 21.
Come on here, come get some.
Now Roethlisberger. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long.
He's checking. Crash.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Steps away to his left, and he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now Ben on third and long. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out.
Let's go.
Take over first and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down.
First play of the drive, a first down run. That sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. He'll get 9 yards on the keeper there, but it's still going to leave him with a third and 1. The Ravens on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're up against a third and 1 situation. He can run for it, and he will. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down.
First down.
Ready up. Bring it over there, right? 52's the mic. Here we go. Switch. Now.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. The Ravens on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 14. Throwing is Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it, and an opportunity missed. They start the drive with Smallwood. He's going to have the first down past the 20. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. Give him 55 yards on the ground. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
Hey, Wahoo!
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Dancing, and he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Not a blitz, but the guy who's normally the last line of defense recognized that he had a chance to get to the quarterback, and that's exactly what he did.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Hey, exit.
Here's Roethlisberger. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, focus. Beat these two. Slack it through.
They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road, and everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they get the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense. So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. And he's got his man on the out route. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. You got it.
Now Jackson on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Here's Smallwood as they begin on the ground. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long.
Small. Let's go.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. Defensively, mission accomplished. And now with under 3 to go, they may be the last team holding the football.
They may very well be the last team holding the football, unless, of course, you're facing a group that is really aggressive offensively and may want to take a gamble. But theoretically, you've done your job now. You should get the ball back on a punt, but I'd be alert for a fake.
Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. He's at the 30, past the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. So how about that play? We had a tie ball game. Defense comes up huge. That's the definition of a big play for this defensive unit.
Not something that you see that happens often to a guy like, let's say, Jamal Charles. Remember 2015? Fumbled it in a key situation.
Roby, right?
Yes, exactly right. Bradley Roby picked it up and altered the ball game.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded about a yard deep. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. A throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in what you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
Very sharp here to start this drive, 3 for 3.
Yeah, I like the way he's running this 2-minute drill. Very sharp, very precise in throwing the football.
He'll buy some time right. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another 1st down.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Back to throw, and it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
All right, now, back 80.
Check pass. Check pass. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep.
1st down, a run with Smallwood. He'll have a 1st down past the 40, and he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. Now the Steelers use the 1st of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
A run with Smallwood. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Black 20.
Black 27. Hey.
Black 27.
On second down, Smallwood. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
50.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
42. Left out. Hey, Echo.
Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey, we don't like the 48.
Let's go. Black is it.
Here's Roethlisberger. This one complete to Smallwood. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A pretty large mental mistake right there to give them the first.
It's situational football, and you have to know you're down in distance. On that 4th down, any type of penalty would give them a 1st down, so you can't jump off sides. You can't encroach. You've got to be careful.
And now they're not going to get the kickoff in time. And that will make this a more difficult prospect. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Double. No spacing.
Motion. Hey.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Going deep to the end zone for Juju. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
40's Mike.
Jack 16. Black is it.
Roethlisberger to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Here we go. This to avoid. And this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown. Forget overtime. They're going to win the football game right now.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this. This is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the 4th. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. One last shot for Jackson. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Steelers, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.